One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It's Lewis. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
When you go on the road, man on man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the shuffle. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Third down play from the gun. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. we're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
On the run, it's Davidson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. There we go. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Matthews. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
To the air on second down. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Vols need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They'll go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Now rolling to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They'll go to the toss. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips. Try to give your quarterback more time.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle at Sherrill. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver comes in motion with the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vols.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive.
There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The sure hands, it's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And the Volunteers will try to convert on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Fires into the end zone, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smothers. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go right back to the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Lets it fly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Riley. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense
Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab in the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run there. We just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a crease to the left. Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It smothers. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the balls are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. On target to the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And he
is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's at the touchdown, Nittany Lions. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking to throw again. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback was really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They get up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and short kick. And the returner goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's got him this time.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Catch in the middle. It's Sherrill. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The screen, he can go. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At the 35, he's loose. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the stomping has commenced. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Creates a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Wants to throw again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
From the gun. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going with the ground game left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Now on the move. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.